Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode number 51. Happy Sunday. A lot to talk about today. I'm going to talk about some previous mail days, going all the way back to Wednesday with the case of Allen and Ginter was behind in getting the Cubs mail days counted. So have that updated through yesterday, although there's one flat rate box I have not counted yet that arrived yesterday. And I have one additional flat rate box that should be delivered on Monday. So the Cubs count is currently at 494,118. Plus there's a medium flat rate box to count, so roughly 2,000. So next weekend, anticipating an additional 4,000 cards with the flat rate boxes, possibly more. So that will push me close to 500,000 and whatever else comes in the mail. So it may be close, but we have 10 days left for the month of September. I'm pretty optimistic that 500,000 mark will be reached by the end of the month. So I wanted to share some of the cards that did arrive in these mail days the last couple days. A lot of mail has came in this week with the Allen and Ginter, the Cubs mail days. I made a purchase on the Blowout forums. I made another order for 500 of the old stamps from Carl. So a lot going in. So a lot coming in. So we'll get to that. Also, I wanted to talk about there's a card show here in Madison today. I decided not to attend, and I'll give you the reasons why. But first, let's take a look at the Cubs cards that arrived. Texas Card Dudes sent in 87 top traded Andre Dawson. Always a cool card of the Hawk, his first Cubs card. Carl, my stamp guy. I buy old stamps from him. They're pre-stamped. They look like that. So all I have to do is stamp my return address and write out where I'm sending it, and boom, it's done. Those come at a cost of 38 cents per, which is about a 20-cent savings over a 55-cent stamp, plus about a 3-cent per envelope fee when I buy them in bulk. So nice 20-cent saving helps me with those 99 cents free shipping in my eBay store. So, and he threw in a 1958 Topps Don Elston. Awesome. I did make an eBay purchase this week. Every once in a while, if I'm laying on the couch, a lot of times when we're watching Netflix or whatever at night, my wife and I have a stack of cards that I'm listing cards in my eBay store. And then sometimes I'll peruse eBay to see if there's anything that catches my eye. I went on a Brennan Davis eBay shopping trip, and I found this. This is a Bowman. Is it Bowman Sterling Topps? I don't even know what brand this is, but it's a Brennan Davis auto, and it's numbered to 125. So that was my eBay purchase of the week. Let's see what else came. Glenn, the hobby spider, sent his NAFTA package. Always fun to see what he throws in. We've been trading for almost 2 years now, I think. We do about 1 or 2 trades a month. One of the highlights in his package this week was a 2001 Topps Chrome traded Hee-Sop Choi, slabbed by BCCG. So that was pretty cool. And also, I think this was in Glenn's package from 96 Pinnacle Zenith. This is a new card. Mosaics Ryan Sandberg. So that is Sosa's on there too, and Mark Grace. So that is a new card of the collection. I did not have that card, so that's pretty cool. And then Jenny, she has been watching the show. Sent a medium flat rate box, had that awesome Dwight Smith 89 score rookie autographed in a plaque. She that was inside a medium flat rate box and saved me some time this morning, Jenny. I did not have to count the cards because she included some notes on how many cards were inside. So awesome. So one box had 599 Cubs, including 209 Sean Dunston cards. How awesome is that? 216 Andre Dawson cards. The other box had 588 Cubs, including 467 Sandbergs. So that's awesome. I have a box of Miguel Sano. My Sano box, it's over here somewhere. But I do have a box of Sano and added a few more this week with the Allen and Ginter. So that was awesome. Thank you, Jenny. And one of the cards that was in the box was a 2009 Bowman Kosuke Fukudome. There was actually a couple of them. And so that reminded me of, it took me back to my my collecting in that era. I've mentioned it off and on that I've been collecting off and on since 1988, 89. But I took a big break, like my junior and senior year of high school. I started collecting again in 98, when I was a sophomore and junior. And then my senior year, obviously you have a lot of things going on. So I didn't collect my senior year of high school, didn't collect into college. Right after college, when I moved, my first job, new city, kind of picked it back up again. But I wasn't buying new product. And for most of the 2000s up until about 2012, 2013, and then especially in 2014 is when I started picking up new product. So in 2009, I was pretty heavy into the hobby. I was on the old Beckett forums, reading Cardboard Connection. So I was in the hobby, but I wasn't buying new products. And the Bowman really stood out to me because at that time, I was heavy into Bowman set collecting. I was buying, that was new product that I was buying. I was buying 2009 Bowman. And then I was also doing a lot of trades on the Beckett forums. And I was trading for stacks of Bowman commons to fill sets. I had acquired a collection that had some of the early Bowman factory sets. So, I had like 89 to 91. And then I was trying to fill in the 92 Bowman set. 94 and 95, which I wasn't in the hobby at all during that period. So it was a lot of fun, and that for some reason that just kind of sparked that memory of my Bowman set collecting of 2008 and 2009. So that was a fun memory. So that was the mail. Cubs count now 494,118. Yesterday, I spent a lot of time catching up on eBay. I woke up to 103 eBay sales to ship. So I spent a lot of time yesterday getting caught up on that. I did not sell much yesterday. It was probably my lowest sales day, which is odd for a Saturday in the last couple of weeks, which is also disappointing because I added so much to the eBay store this week with the Allen and Ginter and the minis. So was a little surprised by the lack of sales out of my eBay store yesterday. So hopefully just a rarity and things will start moving today. So that's what I did yesterday. I also received another box that I received was a flat rate of 2019 Topps Heritage. Okay. This came from the Blowout Forums buy sell trade page. Every once in a while, I will pick up boxes like this. So it was a flat rate box filled with, 1,000, 1,500 Heritage Commons. There were 85 Cubs in the box. Yes, I counted. But there were also, hits. There was a French version of Justin Smoke. There were some purple refractors, including Vlad Jr. And then there was a stack of about 100 of the short print high numbers, a few jersey cards, a couple action variations. So I went through, pulled everything, and I listed a bunch of that stuff in my eBay store last night as well. So that was something else that arrived, and I was able to get a pretty good deal on it. It's fun to go through, and I thought there was plenty of value in it to flip. So that was what I did in the hobby yesterday. Now today there's a card show here in Madison. It's at a hotel, runs from 10 to 2, and I was excited to go to a card show. It's the last show I went to was this particular place. This show I actually set up as a dealer back in February. So I've been just itching to get back to a card show, and I planned on attending, but I decided against it. And the reason, couple different reasons that are all similar, COVID pandemic related. So the first off, the card show is held in a conference room at a hotel here. It is very cramped. It's uncomfortable for me. I like space. I don't like people hovering over me, reaching over to pull cards. I just, it doesn't bother me if somebody says excuse me or actually says something, but a lot of people don't have manners and they'll just kind of worm their way in and not say a word and just infringe upon your space, and that drives me insane. So it's uncomfortable, and it's pathways. So it's set up, you walk in, and it's, there's tables on the outside and then on the inside. So there's just like a walkway around the rectangle, and you basically can't get around in the pathway without making physical contact if somebody's standing looking at a stack of cards or browsing. It's very cramped and you have to really squeeze your way through. And in a non-pandemic, I don't like where the show is because it's too cramped. I want some open spaces. So taking that into consideration, we've also had a huge uptick in COVID cases here. We set a record, dubious record on Friday with over 2,000 positive test results for the first time. And then Saturday's numbers yesterday crushed the Friday record, where we had over 2,500 cases positive on Saturday. So 4,500 cases in a 2-day period. That's for the state, not just our city or county. But a huge increase in COVID cases, and very close friends of mine have tested positive as well. Fortunately, I haven't been around them, but my friend's wife has been pretty sick the last 4 or 5 days, and he was, telling me her symptoms and what she was feeling, and it just sounds awful. So I'm just going to avoid that. And there's no sense in me going to a card show and risking that with what's going on, just to get my fix of looking at baseball cards and buying some cards. Going to avoid the card show today. I just felt that was in my best interest to avoid that. And it's not like I'm avoiding, obviously I'm looking at Target for cards and Walmart and go grocery shopping and stop at the post office. But there's a lot of space in those stores. And this particular card show, there's not space, and it's very cramped. I don't know what precautions the show is taking as far as only a certain amount of people are in. I would hope so, based on the size of the room. I don't know if they're limiting tables. I would hope that it's not like it was pre-pandemic, because it was it was very cramped even in a non-pandemic phase of life. So um, interesting to see how that all shakes out, but I'm going to avoid it. So no card show for me today. Instead, I will continue catching up on some trades and packaging up some eBay sales. So it's kind of a broken record, catching up, catching up, catching up. So that is all I have for today. As always, if you have any questions, Twitter is the best way to reach me, at 1 million Cubs. You can also check out 1millioncubs.com. I have not posted any new blogs lately, just with the Allen and Ginter case and playing catch up and all that good stuff. So visit the website 1millioncubs.com. There's also a link to my eBay store if you're looking for Allen and Ginter. Most of what I'm listing is currently listed. I do have the minis yet to list, and just some common base cards and maybe a couple jersey relics that are low dollar that I haven't listed yet. So eBay store link online, 1millioncubs.com. That's it for today. Enjoy your Sunday and football and baseball and all the good stuff that comes with it.